Hello everybody, Siobhan Winter with C3 Canine Solutions, and in today's training tools video, we're going to talk about and show you how to muzzle condition your dog. To get started, we actually use the clicker for this process. If you do not have a clicker or your dog's not conditioned to it, you can just use your verbal yes. Anytime you see me click and reward, you can just say yes and reward. But before we actually get into the training part of it, I firmly believe that any dog that has an issue, whether it be with reactivity or aggression of sorts, regardless if it's dog aggression, human aggression, leash reactivity, these dogs should be conditioned to a muzzle. I look at it as more of an insurance policy, for lack of a better phrase, and this can also save your dog's life potentially. There are too many people getting bit, there are too many kids getting mauled, and if the dog's behavior is questionable, there should be absolutely no reason why the dog is not conditioned to a muzzle. It's basically the same concept as crate training. You may not ever need a crate, but it's good to have, because if your dog goes to the vet, guess what they're going to put him? In a crate. If you travel, your dog may need to be confined. So it's better to have your dog trained to it than to think, oh, I don't need it, then need it one day. So it's the same exact idea. So in this video, you're going to see me utilize, once again, the clicker, and you're going to watch the entire process from beginning to end. It might take a little while, especially give my dog breaks in between. And from then on, we can answer any questions in the comments. Look forward to helping you. All right, so now that we have our camera repositioned, you can do one of two things. You can feed the dog through, I don't know if you can see with the light, you can feed the dog his treat through the muzzle so he puts his nose in and eats it, or you can just shape it by, he goes to sniff this thing, he gets rewarded. He puts his nose in it, he gets rewarded. So here's how the process works, and what I do, since I've already conditioned him to, I click and then toss the food, I'm going to do the same thing with this. So I'm going to present it to him, toss the food. Okay. Nope. So notice he's coming back to willingly put his nose in the muzzle. Now, once you work on this for a little bit and the dog is constantly putting his nose in without a problem or without hesitation, now watch, we're going to work on duration. So he stuck it in there, and notice I didn't click because I'm going to start to heighten the criteria a little bit. So I got a little bit distracted. There wasn't too much duration, but good. Good. So if there was hesitation there, obviously I'm not going to work on duration. Good. Good. Oh. Good. And notice I'm going to do it in small increments of duration. I'm not going to, let him just rest his head in there. Good. Yes. Come on. I think it went under the stove. Poor buddy. Okay, so he's going to stick his nose in again. Hey. Hey. Sentry. Good. Good. Yes. There we go. Good. So notice I'm saying good as a bridge to let him know he's on the right track. If he starts to bite it, I'm just going to take it away and try again. I might even put it on him just so he can really get a clear picture. Good. No. Good. 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 So you might have to kind of just put it on if they're kind of just like, he's a derp, so he'll just kind of stand there and stare at you. Center. So he just kind of stares at you. So I'm actually going to put it on him. Not every dog is like him. He'll do that when you're trying to watch TV, just stare at you. Okay. Good. Get to this point. Have him feel the straps around. If you can see, I've put the straps around. Let go. Good. So it's all these small successes. Like, I obviously didn't put the straps on and tighten it. I just wanted him to feel the straps and the muzzle. Good. So now I'm going to put the straps on. Oops. Good job. Okay. This next one I'm actually going to buckle it. Once again, making sure that when the dog puts his mouth in, none of the straps are congesting it and in the way. Okay? Good. 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 Okay, I'm actually going to strap it in now. And then I'm going to click and reward while he's wearing it. Okay, so I have the muzzle up here. If he starts to paw at it, I'm not going to correct him. I'm just going to deter him from that behavior. I'm just going to interrupt it and have him eat through the muzzle. And you always, always take it off. Good job. On a successful note. So one important thing to keep in mind is that at no point should the muzzle come off or you let a dog out of the crate or any of that stuff when the dog panics and starts pawing and stressing. I never ever want a dog to think that stress is the answer. So as you can see, we ended that session on a very good note. We were able to buckle it, feed him, I think, 2 treats while he was wearing it, and then take it off. And as you can see, with a dog that's conditioned to the clicker, they really pick it up very, very quickly. If a dog that's kind of hesitant about it, I don't want to flood them, which basically means just putting it on and having them deal with it. I want the dog to realize it's not that big of a deal. So through this process, we can have the dog realize that this thing is not a bad thing. If you have a food-motivated dog, it is 10 times easier. And I hope this video helped you guys learn how to muzzle condition. Thank you.